Friday evening from my side. I am home alone because Christopher is watching a soccer game with colleagues, male colleagues, and it's soccer. So I decided, you know what, I'm just going to stay home and have a chilled out with myself. And yesterday evening at around the same time I did film another pregnancy update video, and the lighting was really good. So I thought, you know what, I finally maybe have the time to film my US Sephora, skincare, drugstore, beauty, Bath and Body Works haul. So here we're sitting and I have a bag of goodies in front of me, and I'm going to do it a little bit different than last year. Last year I did drugstore versus high-end and then Bath and Body Works. However, this year, even though I do have both beauty as well as skincare from the drugstore, I do not have as many items. I think I have like a good handful. So it wasn't really worth doing a whole drugstore video. So I decided to do a skincare video versus a beauty video, and then I will also film my Bath and Body Works haul. And I'm going to start with skincare. I have some pretty cool products in here, most of them high-end, a few drugstore as well. So let's get going. Let's do it in order how I would use them in the bathroom. The first thing would be a cleanser, and I was in the market for a new cleanser, and I looked at various ones. I was at Sephora 3 times. I went to one Sephora twice, which is the one, or was the one at the Aventura Mall in Miami, which is the 4th largest in the country. However, I was a little bit disappointed. They didn't have a lot of things. They were sold out of a lot of things. So we went on our last evening. We went to the Sephora on Collins Avenue, you know, back to back with Ocean Drive. And there I was able to get some makeup products I wanted to have, but I also picked up a cleanser. And this one is it. This is the Kate Somerville ExfoliKate cleanser, and it's a daily foaming wash. And I really like this. When you squeeze it out of the tube, it looks a little bit like a scrub, but it's not really. It does foam up, but it's not overly foamy. Actually, I think it's the sulfates which make products foam are not very healthy, specifically on your skin. But I do like a little bit of foam, and this gives you this squeaky clean feeling without stripping my skin. It smells very nicely, and my skin can take it, and it has a bit of it has AHA, pumpkin, papaya, and pineapple enzymes in here. Still suitable for all skin types, and you can use it in the morning and in the evening. And all those enzymes and the AHA help with my hyperpigmentation, which is pretty strong again at the moment because I was just on vacation in a sunny country, and I'm pregnant, so I need to use something I am actually allowed to use. Well, it shouldn't be too harsh, but it should still do something, and I really like this so far. Products number 2, 3, and 4 are all face sprays. I really like face sprays because toners strip my skin a little bit too much, but I kind of use face sprays instead of toners to give me a bit of extra hydration and dewiness. And there's this one face spray everyone and their mother are talking about at the moment, so I had to try it as well, and it's the Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. Long name, I had to look this up. Super expensive. I think it was $48, and yeah, I don't know. I mean, packaging wise, it comes in this box, and this is like the only product I didn't unpack because I wanted to show you the inside as well. So inside it is like this amazing purplish packaging, and you pull it out here. Ooh, let's not let it fall. So you pull it out, and it's wrapped in additional paper, and in here you have this beautiful glass bottle, which is purple to white, and it's beautiful. It screams high-end. You pay for the packaging, and this I think looks amazing on any kind of vanity. But obviously the product itself and the usability and everything, that's important as well, and I have to say I am not convinced. First of all, the pump. The finest sprays you usually get with an aerosol spray, so those kind of hairspray kind of cans. But this is a normal pump, and I'm not going to spray now because it's just too expensive for that. But this pump is not very fine, so you have to be very careful to not get too much on your face, because otherwise it's just very, very wet on your face. And I wouldn't use that on top of makeup, because I do think it would ruin a makeup if you spray on too much. Plus, in addition, it is a very, very hydrating spray, I have to say that, and that is great. But it is so hydrating that it is borderline greasy almost. It's very, very rich. I do personally think it's too rich for people with oily to mixed skin types. And even if you have normal or dry skin, and I do have dry to dehydrated skin, even I feel this is almost too rich. So yeah, considering the price, I mean, it's not like I'm saying it's a bad product, but it's just not worth the money and the overall hype at the moment, especially if you have such nice alternatives which are way cheaper, like the following two products I'm going to show you now. Those two little friends of mine are two face sprays from Pixi by Petra. This is, let me draw this for it now. This is the Pixi by Petra Glow Mist, which is a dual face spray, which you can maybe see. And you shake it up, and then you spray it on your face. And this is a repurchase. I've tried it the first time around a year ago when we were in the States, and I kept on repurchasing. This is, I think, bottle number 3 or 4. I really, really like it. It really gives you that extra bit of glow and dewiness, and yeah, I can only recommend it. So I really, really like this, which is why I had to try its little sister, which is a little bit newer, and it's the Pixi by Petra Hydration Milky Mist. And this is the star of the show. I love this stuff so much. I've used around this much since I got it, which is around 3 to 4 weeks ago. So I think it does last quite a long time, and this spray is just divine. It hydrates without sitting on your skin. It makes my skin feel nice, look nice, it doesn't leave any residue, and it smells amazing. And to be honest, if it comes to face spray, I do think the scent is important. Actually, the Tatcha one does not smell very good. It's not stinky, but it's not good smelling, while this is just absolutely, smells like perfume. Very fresh and clean, but just very, very good. I love this. And if I could recommend any kind of face spray to you, I would recommend the Pixi by Petra Hydrating Milky Mist. Price-wise, those are $15, which I do have to admit, considering its drugstore, is not the cheapest. But here are 80 mils inside, and the Tatcha one are only 40 mils. So basically, 15 divided by 2 are $7.50 compared to $48. To be honest, there is no question whatsoever to which product you should try and choose. Let's move on to moisturizer. So I was in the market for a new serum, and I wanted to repurchase my favorite moisturizer, which I knew was finally back in stock because it was sold out worldwide for quite a few months. I ran out of it at the end of November, and then at the beginning of December last year we went to Denmark and I wanted to repurchase it, and that's where I found out it's sold out, and they had actually told me they're redoing the product. However, the only thing the only difference I noticed is that the outer packaging, so the paper wrapping around it. That was different, but the look of the packaging now is still the same. The product seems the same, so I'm very, very happy. And it's the Dr. Andrew Weil for Origins Mega Bright Moisturizer with SPF 30. That's the important thing. They have exactly the same moisturizer, just it doesn't say SPF 30 on it. And the products, like I said, from the outside they look exactly the same, but the products themselves are so different. The one without SPF is more of a gel-like consistency, which just doesn't do it for me. First of all, I feel like gel-like lotions don't always work the best with certain foundations. Plus, I just don't find them as moisturizing, while this is just a very nice creamy consistency, very moisturizing, but it really gets absorbed into my skin, and that's what I love. I have very, very dehydrated skin, and this is my product of choice since I think 2.5 years. I just love it and I can only recommend it. Like I said, I was also in the market for a new serum. I used to use the one from Origins with Willow Herb. I think it was called Skin Renewal Serum or something like that. And I really do like that product and I would repurchase and I do recommend it. However, it's quite expensive considering it's an Origins product. It's 38 euros, so around $38 as well. And it does only last me around 2 months, maybe 2.5. Which I feel is then quite expensive for the amount of product you get and how long you can actually use it. So I thought, you know what, just have a look in the States, maybe you find an alternative. And I got talking with the skincare lady at Sephora and she showed me a Boscia product. And I'm a bit on the fence with Boscia because it's either total hit or total miss with their products. So I have tried the charcoal cleansing stick, hated it. I tried the Makeup Breakup cleansing oil and I didn't like that at all either. But the peel off mask I absolutely adore. So we tried it on the back of my hand and I went back the next day, tried it on my hand again, and I really did like the product, so I thought I'd give it a chance. And it's their Cool Blue Hydration Essence. This is quite a liquidy formula, and yes, it is more of a serum gel kind of moisturizer, which I just said I don't like. However, this is not the last step in my skincare routine. I do always put a moisturizer on top, so it's fine if this one is more of a gel-like consistency. The reason why this also convinced me was that it said you only need 2 to 3 drops, which is not true. You don't need 2 to 3 drops for your whole face. It's more like you need 2 to 3 drops in each area. But, excuse me. But you can see I'm around here, and it wasn't that much fuller when I started using it, and I've been using it for around 3.5 weeks. So I'm sure that this will last me way longer than the 2.5 months the Origins serum is lasting me, and so far I really like it. The thing I like is that it's very moisturizing but super, super light on the skin, and it says Cool Blue Hydration Essence, and the cool is the key word. When you put this on, you really get this cooling sensation on your face for a little while. Kind of like those medicated or minted chapsticks, which make your skin or your lips weirdly cold and tingly. This does the same without the tingling, just with the cooling sensation, which I think in the summer is actually very nice. And while I just use this as one of my moisturizing steps, I think this would be actually a very, very nice product, probably even on its own for people who have acne-prone, oily skin. I think this would be very, very suitable for you if you have this kind of skin type. So yeah, recommend it so far, and I'll keep you up to date if I continue to like it. Last but not least, I have 2 kind of special skincare items. The first one is an acne treatment, and it's the EradiKate acne treatment from Kate Somerville. Now I got this shaken up a little bit, so I have to put it back into my bathroom cabinet, and I don't think you can see it. So this is a 2-layer product which you do not shake up. You have a pink liquid on the bottom, which is like a thicker creamy consistency, and then you have a liquid at the top. And what you do is, it even says do not shake on the bottle, on the cap. You put a Q-tip inside and pull it out through both layers, and then you dab it on your acne spots. And what this does is it either prevents the spot from even coming to the surface, which is really nice with cystic acne spots, which I really had some issues with. So if you're really lucky, it makes it go away before they can even surface. Or if not the infection, but if the blemish is too far to the surface already, it helps it to surface quicker so that you maybe can't even pop it. I know TMI, but sometimes, you know, all that pus and dirt underneath just have to go out to start the healing process. So I had one under my nose, and I put it on 2 nights in a row, and then the next morning basically I had a whitehead which I could, you know, just easily take care of, and then it could start healing, which is very, very nice. Mario Badescu has a similar product, which is supposed to be also very good. This is $20 and will last you a lifetime. I think it will last you a very, very long time. I think the only negative thing I can say is that it leaves, you know, you get spots on your face when you apply it, because it's like a whitish, pinkish product. So you look kind of funny when you go to bed, but you know what we do for beauty, right? And last but not least, what would a beauty haul video be without a mask? So I got myself a mask, which we now finally have in Switzerland as well, but we didn't before. Basically, I came back and you could purchase it over here as well, but I got it in the States. And it's the Glam Glow Gravity Mud Firming Treatment. This is the one which makes you look like the Tin Man. It's a quite liquidy quite liquidy consistency, and comes with a brush, so you can kind of brush it on. It is an expensive product. I think it's 70 bucks, like all the other masks from Glam Glow as well. But especially with the brush and stuff, it does give, you know, a bit of a high-end luxury feeling, which is quite nice. In terms of the firming sensation, to be honest, I cannot really see it. I have only tried it 3 times so far. So I don't want to judge too early, but my favorite mask from Glam Glow, and overall still remains the white one, the Super Mud, I think it's called. It is a bit gimmicky also with the peeling off of the mask afterwards, but yeah, I love Glam Glow, so I wanted to try it. It's nothing I would repurchase, but for now I think it's a very nice product, you know, just to feel a bit special and treat yourself every once in a while. And it's just, it's a pretty color, and I have like all the different masks in my cabinet, so yeah, this one I just had to have as well. So this was my skincare haul. I hope I didn't ramble too much, but I feel with skincare products you always have to talk a little bit more. A blush or an eyeshadow palette you can just hold into the camera and just show the pretty colors, but that doesn't really work with skincare. So yeah, should you have any questions in regards to the products, how I still like them, you know, whatever pops up in your mind, leave me a message below. Click the subscribe button if you like to see more videos, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye bye!